Flags up and they're racing. So 1200 metres, Judea being bustled along to get a nice position in the early stages, with Haya up along the inside and between horses Tarouk Najd. Going forward from a wide berth is Hamoud Al-Khair, the newcomer, and it is Hamoud Al-Khair who's now coming through to take over. Goes on by a clear length and a half, almost 2 lengths to Judea. Then a break of around about 3 lengths to Malama Al-Majid, and then a gap of another couple of lengths or so to Tarouk Najd, who's being followed by Haya. And the back marker as they leave the back straight is Rivera. They're well spaced out, must be a good 12 lengths or so first to last, and the lead is with this newcomer Hamoud Al-Khair. Hamoud Al-Khair by around about 3 lengths. They're going at around about 34 miles per hour as they head back towards the turn. So it is Hamoud Al-Khair coming back to the field. Judea now coming with a big run. Driven along to get competitive is Malama Al-Majd, and then the green cap of Haya just in behind. The principals, they've kicked away from Tarouk Najd, and Rivera is totally outpaced, but Judea is going for home down the straight. Judea's gone about 3 lengths clear inside the last 200 metres. It's Judea from Haya. Those two are being followed by Hamoud Al-Khair, but Judea is 4 or 5 lengths in advance, and it's 2 from 2. Judea is the winner. And they're racing. 1400 metres the journey. Khalid Al Muhammadiyah went sideways coming out of the starting stalls as they jostle for their early positions. Garam Al Ward began sharply in the centre, and right there with the leaders is Shabar as they form their early order. The leaders are being followed by Taroud Al Majid is up along the inside, and also shifting forward in the early strides towards the outside is Here We Are as they now go on down the back. So getting their positions, and Yabri, who drew pole position. Yabri's up along the inside of Garam Al Ward in second place, and those two are being followed very closely to their outside by Midrak. Midrak is on the speed, and right there is a Shiblat Commend as they leave the back straight behind them. To the wide outside is Shabar. Leaders are being hunted up then by Khalid Al Muhammadiyah and Morrisil, and now they're preparing to turn in, and Yabri has got the lead. It's Yabri by about a half length to Garam Al Ward in second place as they now prepare to face the judge. Wide outside is Khalid Al Muhammadiyah, but Yabri is trying to slip the field there as they turn into the straight. 300 to go. Yabri the leader. In second place to the outside is Garam Al Ward, and then beginning to run on is Atshar, who's up along the inside running rail as they head down towards the last 100 metres. Now Yabri's getting the wobbles. Here comes Atshar to the outside. Atshar's claimed the lead inside the last 50. It's Atshar from Yabri. And they're racing. So they're going over 1400 metres. Masoum Al Nayef began sharply. That one is racing in the centre, with Shouk Al Said also racing prominently as they form their early order. From a wide draw, Basil Noyamat is shifting forward. So too is Majd Seller, who's come from an outside draw to take on Niazi for the lead. Mike's not too far off the leaders as well as they move on down the far side. Just behind them is Ansana, who's in around about third place. And then on the wide outside is Yar Ajab, who's that one's going 3 wide at present, with Lahiba going the shortest way to the inside running rail. Further back to Raid Al Wasil, and then a midfield shout for Al Zalmawi. Further back to Najmat Al Zati. That one's back in mid pack. Looking to the rear, back markers Kaliji Anna as they head towards the final bend, and it's Niazi the leader. Niazi by around about a half length here to Shouk Al Said in second. second place. To the outside is Ya Ajab in third. Leaders are being chased to the turn by Lahiba, and then comes Raid Al Wasil as they head down towards the last 300 meters. And the leader is Shuk Al Said, but here comes Lahiba and also Raid Al Wasil, black jackets, and over the far side, Wafi Al Zawat has also come in with a run. 200 meters left to go. Lahiba is the leader from Wafi Al Zawq in second place, but it's Lahiba from Wafi Al Zawq. And they're off. Amarillo Gold began okay in the centre. Miyagi's not too far away, and from a wide draw, Bashawat is racing prominently. With that one is Mahalik as they form their early order, and it's Miyagi who's dashing over to the inside running rail. So they form their early order, they go on down the back. Then Amarillo Gold now has grabbed the fence. Amarillo Gold the leader from Mahalik in second place, and right there to the outside of Messiah in third, being followed by Bashawat in fourth. Good Connection and Haas, they're running together. They're being followed as they swing away from the back straight by Miyagi, who's now roughly in mid-division, and then being pushed along is Jama Al Muhammadiyah, and they're going a pretty good pace here as well, touching around about 38 miles per hour. And on the inside running rail, it is Amarillo Gold who's got the advantage. Amarillo Gold narrowly with the two shades of two runners in green colours. The wide outside is Mahalik, and then between horses is Messiah. They're being stalked by Bashawat as they run now towards the final bend in the last 400 metres. Good Connections trying to get competitive. Best of the rest is In No Time, who's followed by Haas, and then comes Jama Al Muhammadiyah, and they're homeward bound, and kicking at the top of the straight is Messiah. It is Messiah now edging to that far running rail from Amarillo Gold, but don't rule out Bashawat, who's still running on as they run down towards the last 100 metres, and it's Messiah by about 2.5 lengths. Bashawat trying to cut down Messiah's lead. Messiah, though, not for stopping Messiah from Bashawat. They're 1 and 2. And they're racing, and away smartly is Baja Al Wazmia. That is the grey in the centre, and then up along the outside is Mawazine. On the extreme outer, Moga, the debutant, tries to take a prominent role, with Mansoura Al Gaya and Tabea Al Naif also showing up there. So going down the far side around about 34 miles per hour, and on the inside running rail it is Mansoura Al Gaya with a narrow advantage. To the wide outside is Shihanat Al Kaladia, and between horses Baja Al Wazmi, and also right there is Tabea Al Naif. From the front wave of 4 have got a few lengths then on Mawazine, who's alongside Moga, and then comes Hanuf Al Zamilia. The one who just can't go with them is Kulthum. So up front it is Tabea Al Naif now is trying to stride on and passes the 600-meter mark with a narrow advantage. Between horses is Baja Al Wazmi, the grey. 3 wide is Shihanat Al Kaladia as they approach the final bend. So coming under a bit of pressure now to hold on to the lead is Tabea Al Naif inside the 400 marker. Shihanat Al Kaladia is in second place, and those two now have kicked away from Baja Al Wazmi in third, and then comes Mansoura Al Gaya. Down the outside, Moga is beginning to stay on, but it all could be too late inside the last 200 metres, and Shihanat Al Kaladia has gone on, leads by about a length, but all credit to Tabea Al Naif, who is rallying for pressure and is coming back at Shihanat Al Kaladia, and it's Tabea Al Naif who pulls it out of the fire. they're off racing. Maktuba began sharply on the inside. Our bar is just being shaken up to go forward as they form their early order. Also right up there with the leaders is Motanamia. And not too far away over on the far side is Eighth Barat, who's coming from a wide draw. Eighth Barat coming over now to take on Our Bar for the early advantage, and now shifts over to the running rail as the link onto the main track. So it is Eighth Barat who makes it by about 2 lengths to Our Bar, who's just about holding second place, with Motanamia in third, who's up along the outside, with Zakat Haja on the wide outside. Leaders are being followed to the end of the back straight by Salfar, who's in the black and white jacket, and then another couple of lengths away to Wamd Al Barouk, and so they leave the back straight behind them. CSR, it has a pitch to the outside. Back in mid-division as they run to the turn is Princess Yara, the newcomer, but they're well strung out, and the one setting a pretty good pace is Eighth Barat, has reached about 33 miles per hour. Eighth Barat followed by Motanamia in second as they approach the last bend. Those two are being followed in third by Salfar, who's now just being driven along to get on terms as they approach the final turn. Well spaced out behind. Princess Yara is best of the rest as they come on down the straight, but the clear leader, this is Eighth Barat, really set them a merry dance, came from a wide draw and got a really good lead. Eighth Barat is in front. Now they're trying hard to close. Down the outside is Princess Yara's moved into second place from Salfar in third, but in splendid isolation is Eighth Barat. Here's the line. Eighth Barat from Princess Yara. Eighth Barat the winner. And they're racing. So they race over the mile journey. Soaked Al-Waid began sharply, as did Atomic Impact, who's racing down the centre of the course, and showing up brightly is Nail Al-Aiz as they form their early order. Dr. Hisham from a wide berth, and Al-Khawarizmi is also coming over as they make the run through the first 400 metres. Going on down the far side of the track, the one right at the back is Lay Oyun Rakan, can't go with them. So grabbing the inside of running rail is Tawaj on the inside of Al-Khawarizmi. Those two followed by Dr. Hisham in third, and then 2 lengths behind the front few is Nail Al-Aiz, who's trying to improve now up along the inside as they go towards the end of the back straight. These are being chased up by Zaid, who's up along the fence, followed by Atomic Impact, and out wide Saudi Magic is currently racing 4 wide, and to its inside is Saudi Pride, the other Saudi, and then a gap then of a couple of lengths to Mudim, who's coming from mid-pack. They're inside the final 600, and it's Tawaj who's got the lead and has got the slip on the field, followed by Zaid in second place as they approach the turn. These are being followed then in third by Nail Al-Aiz, and then Mudim is trying to get on terms. They're well strung out. Mudim's now moved into third place, heading down towards the last 400, and the leader is Tawaj. Tawaj in front by 5 lengths. Mudim is giving chase second place. Zaid in third, waiting for things to happen behind. Blue Oud is also staying on. 100 metres left to go, and all eyes on Tawaj. Tawaj has pulled them apart, leads by around about 5 lengths to Mudim in second. Tawaj going to the line for Mudim in second. They've gone without number 10, Al Sakeb. Al Sakeb refused to go into the starting stalls and has been withdrawn. So 2,000 metres in front of them, and Mazrood began smartly with Mohassan right there with the leaders, and so too is Modbek. And from a wide draw, Nash is coming over, chased by Kabar as they work their way down the straight. Al Jamane is just in behind those as well. So the running being made by Nash by about 3 lengths, being followed by Kabar in second position. As they round that turn, just in behind them, Modbek is sitting in third, followed by Al Jamani in fourth place. And then further back to Abu Al Nawamis, who's now getting a nice position behind the leaders, getting a nice tow from them, being chased by Kayed Al Fassan. And then to the inside running rail is Mohassan as they now start their run down the back. Mid-division to Aino Zain, and quite a few of them taking that wide course down the far side. Amte is also further back, that one back in mid-division as well. Looking towards the rear end of the field, Motasame is one of the back markers. Also towards the back is Moshe Bar, and the back marker is Rahman Al Hamar. And now coming through is Abu Al Nawamis. Abu Al Nawamis now moves on by 2 lengths from Kabar in second. 3 lengths away to the third placed horse, that is Modbet. They're going around about 32, 33 miles per hour as they spin away from the back, and Abu Al Nawamis looking comfortable at the moment, but they are closing with Al Jamani now moving into second place, and that one heading now towards the turn. Also making progress is Maya Dari, who's in the green and white jacket, moves to about fourth. They're heading now towards the top of the straight, 400 to go. Abu Al Nawamis coasted into a nice lead down the back and is now kicking off the turn, chased by Al Jamani in second position. And then comes Mazrood with the black colours, black cap, black sleeves staying on, heading down towards the last 200. It could be a long way home. Abu Al Nawamis is the leader by 5 lengths, followed by Al Jamani in second. Now Mazrood takes second place. Abu Al Nawamis running on the spot. Here comes Mazrood, and Abu Al Nawamis holds on. And they're off, racing over 2,000 metres, and Watheb Al Khaladir, newcomer, up along the inside. The grey broke very smartly and is being followed early by Omran Al Reef. To the wide outside is Mirbar Al Khaladir, getting a position behind the leaders as Zahi Al Jazra. But we've got a clear leader, and that is Watheb Al Khaladir. He's got about 5 lengths clear. Omran Al Reef is in second place with ZQ Zilzal red jacket to the inside as they take the first turn. Further back to Zahi Al Jazra ahead of Mirbar Al Khaladir. Then comes Tayar Hassan as they move towards the back straight. Arsalan is currently disputing last position with Shaheen Al Hir. Going towards the back straight, must be about 15 lengths first to last, and it is Watheb Al Khaladir being pressed for the lead now by Omran Al Reef. Not a lot between the front two, only about a half length as they move past the 1200 into the back straight. Those two are a couple of lengths in advance of ZQ Zilzal, who's in the red jacket, a few lengths away to Zahir Al Jazra. Yellow cap and Mirba Al Khaladir now starting to make progress, moves into fourth place. Front three got a few lengths on it though, so it is Watheb Al Khaladir on the inside of ZQ Zilzal, who's now riding into town. Omran Al Reef just in behind them, and then a break of around about 5 lengths to Mirba Al Khaladir, is kicking away from Zahi Al Jazra's under pressure, overtaken by Tayar Hassan, who's clear then of Arsalan. And as they head away from the back, Shaheen Al Hir's a long way behind. So it is Watheb Al Khaladir joined now by ZQ Zilzal in the red colours as they reach 30 miles per hour. They're inside the last 600 metres. A break of 3 lengths to Omran Al Reef, and Mirba Al Khaladir is in the yellow cap just in behind them, staying on for pressure but is closing. as the leaders now prepare to enter the last 400. So it is Watheb Al Khaladia trying to see off ZQ Zilzala at the top of the straight. Trying hard is Murba Al Khaladia, now moves into third. Omran Al Reef is in fourth place. They're heading down towards the last 200 or so, and it is Watheb Al Khaladia on the outside. Murba Al Khaladia, the stable companion there, throwing down a big effort. Wandering around behind the front two is ZQ Zilzal, and it's Murba Al Khaladia now has hit the front from Watheb Al Khaladia. Has run a stormer, but Murba Al Khaladia will take it. Murba Al Khaladia goes on to win.